Okay, Moths and Stars started in Cambodia, and we have travelled a lot to be in Spain. People ask us a lot of the time why we're here and how we ended up in Spain and why we aren't playing in London. And the reason is mostly because London is cold and Spain is warm. And we love to travel, and I don't know, how do we get it, mate?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things. We ended up here, and rock and roll's about energy and bringing it, and we think you can do that from wherever you are. Spain's got a good scene, so
definitely. And we wanted to make stories with the band. We think a lot of bands are writing songs in their parents' basement, and they've never really gone anywhere or done anything. We wanted to do something a bit different with that. So that's basically how the band came into being. Right?
Yeah. Blackened face looking for clues. So what makes you brave and how to undo?
This album is there to introduce the band. We wanted to write stories in our songs that would give some idea about who we were and the style of music that we wanted to make. So I think the plan for this album really is to build a foundation so that we can go on and make more music that we really want to hear and do. We see it as we really hope people are going to love this album, but we see it as a first step rather than the end of the line. It's
a little taste of what we're about, really. You get to see the kind of things that we do, and then we build on it.
Honestly, it's a difficult one for us to answer, because we've spent most of our time as our band outside of England. We've played in England. We went to play for Time Out London in a show over there. But most of our experience has been in Hong Kong or New Zealand and around the world. So I don't know, really. You spend more time in London.
I'd say it's a hard one to answer, like you're saying, but I think Spain's more into rock these days. I think in the past England was really into rock. There's a big rap scene there now. I think it's good. There's
not been a lot of rock bands that we love that have come from over there, and in recent years. And really, what we're trying to do is we're trying to be the rock band that we want to hear, and it's gonna take a little bit of time, but that's the plan, basically.
She goes into a wrecking ball. When you sing to yourself, do you hear? Are you in a mark of tears? Do you find a way? Do you make
we leave nothing on the stage. Really, the songs that we write are from very important moments of our lives, or just things that have impacted on us a lot. And every time we play these songs, we relive those moments. And even the new guys in the band who've come in, they understand it. They understand what we've been through and what the band has been through to be in this moment, and how much it took to release the album, and all of that energy, all of that frustration at times is saved up, and we let it free on stage. It's like we have a caged animal with us all the time, and then when we get on the stage, we just let it go. And so it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of noise, and that's where we feel most comfortable, playing the songs live to a live audience.
to be good? I wish you could all mine. You tried to be good.
That's a very, very interesting question. I think it's something that we talk about a lot, but I think we don't know.
That's the question. We were never there in the before time, so we don't know. But You know, there's the exposure we get to reach a lot more people these days, easily. But then there's a bigger pool. It's hard to answer.
It's always been very difficult for a band to get their music out and heard by people. It's very difficult to attract the people that you need to attract to make the band into something that can release an album or can play bigger shows or get an opportunity to open for bigger bands and reach new audiences. Technology definitely helps in some ways and helps some bands because you have the option now to record and produce your album yourself. You can do it more cheaply, but then there is a hell of a lot more bands out there as well, and sometimes it's difficult to get heard above the noise, and sometimes we see very good bands eventually break because it's very difficult to keep the energy and momentum of the people in your band at all times, and so that sometimes happens. And then if you're lucky and you're making good stuff and it's the type of music that people are listening to in the moment, then technology can help you a lot. So I think it's unknown. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although we both think that bands in the past, before this technology came in, were a lot better than the bands that are being produced now. But I'm not sure that's something to do with technology. That might be due to the businessmen behind music, which dictate more or less what people enjoy listening to, for the most part. Right?
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Are you in a marketeers? Do they find a way? Do you make them disappear on mine?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a really good time for rock, actually. There's been with a few bands have done great work for the rock industry to blend it a little bit more with what people are more familiar with hearing, which makes it a lot easier for that music to go bigger, for more people to get into it. It's the type of music that you listen to usually is what your friends are listening to when you're younger, and it's sometimes quite difficult to get into music that you're not saturated with, that's not fired at you all the time on the radio, on everything that you see on TV. But in recent years, there's been more and more rock bands coming through and breaking that, and I think it comes with like kind of bluesy rock bands like the Black Keys, or when the Arctic Monkeys went a bit heavier with their rock music. I definitely think there's more and more classic rock influences coming in and making a new type of rock music, and I think we're somewhere in there as well. We like to use pop melodies and take and borrow rhythms and things from different places to try and make our music blend in a little better with what's out there. Anything to add?
Yeah, people are always going to like guitars. People are always going to like rock and roll. It's against the kind of really overly polished sheen of everything, and it's the same as it was back then that it is now.
People still... Sorry.
It gives people and people want like something for their time, to grab onto. The old bands are great, but you want to hear someone talking about the life and the world around you now, and you want to hear some awesome guitars behind that. I
also think that people are now more aware that they're listening more to a producer than they are to a band, and people want to hear raw music. They want to hear music that's alive, that's real, that's not just made on a computer in an apartment or a studio. They want music that that comes from a story, that comes from a real place. Okay, well, we have a concert next Friday in Valencia, which we are very excited about. That's going to be awesome. It's our first time playing in Valencia, so that's going to be great. And after that, we hope to to play some of the festivals in Spain, and we're going to start working on new music, new sounds. We've released this album now. We're going to play it. We're going to play as much as we can and make as many concerts as we can, because playing live, like the live concert, is everything for us. It's why we have the band in the first place. We love to play and perform live, and so we've already started working on the next album, and it's sounding good.
Yeah, it's sounding real tasty. You'll hear it.
Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo. Aquí se toca otra. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hola. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo. Un saludo a aquí. Un saludo a aquí si otra toca. Toca otra. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo a aquí si otra toca. Almost. Toca otra. Okay. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo aquí si otra toca. Toca otra. Fuck. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo a aquí si toca otra. Otra toca. Toca otra. Okay, one more time. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. No, wait. There we go. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo aquí si otra toca. Toca otra. Fuck, no way. I can do it. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo aquí si otra toca. Fuck, that was it. Hola, somos Moths and Stars. Un saludo aquí si toca otra.
Congratulations.